Mm-hmm. I should go sign in.
So yeah, you guys will notice there are some changes on the character sheet, just because I'm testing the new build for Foundry 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we may run into some issues, but probably not. I did some preliminary testing and everything seems to work out fine.
Mm-hmm.
The those of us that are older folks will appreciate the fact that when you make a skill test now, the dice are color coded.
Oh, good.
Uh, so it's like red for a failure, or sorry, red for a complication, gray for a failure, green for a success, and yellow for two successes.
Sweet. That's mighty kind of them, and the numbers look bigger too.
Yeah, they increased the font size as well.
Yeah, also for
Oh,
us old folks.
I like the new experience tab. You can put in your earned and your spent, and it'll give you what you have remaining.
Yep, and there's also under belongings now. You can for Rory, you could now add in your various burning liquids and stuff as weapons because you can select alchemy as the skill for them.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm.
One thing I did notice, Chris, though, with the threatens, adding it in as a weapon works, but it still believes that you're using, what is it, coordination or agility for damage.
Ah, okay,
So I just upped the dice,
Yep.
but it should work out.
perfect. Yeah, I might have to do some tweaks here and there just to get it all work out, but it's a step forward for sure.
It is. It looks good, too.
Mm.
And then for those of us that are game masters, they fixed the thing so mobs roll properly, so I don't have to use a macro for mobs now.
Cool.
And you'll also notice when you roll a weapon, at the top it'll tell you like where the damage comes from, like how much of it is from base, how much from your tribute, so on and so forth. And down at the bottom it'll also list the qualities or effects of the weapons.
Hmm.
Where do you put talent dice in a weapon? Well, I must be looking at your actual talents.
Yeah, it pulls it up automatically, I believe.
Yeah, so Karo's Steely Glare should be base 2, attribute 3, talent 2.
Yeah, it's the fact that we've got it set up as a ranged attack as opposed to a threat.
Yeah.
So as
That's
long as
all right.
as long as the damage dice are right, that's all that matters.
Yep, should be.
And I'll take this moment to remind everybody to reset their fortune.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also too, some of the talents that I have listed are like doubled up. Can I just delete the second one?
Yeah, just delete anything that's doubled. That was an import error when I imported up to Foundry version 9. Maybe there was an error along the way that duplicated like everything that was on the sheet.
Okay, sweet. All right, and we'll then streamline some stuff. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-da-da.
Oh, I like the new notes and biography tabs, too. Instead of it being on the front page.
Yeah, you've got an actual page for it now.
Yeah, it's good.
They also added, I think under encumbrance, maybe. I think if you there was something I noticed about encumbrance, and I can't remember what it was. Of the miscellaneous stuff, I believe if you add encumbrance to the miscellaneous stuff, it'll now actually calculate it. I think.
Oh, yeah, there's an encumbrance tab for miscellaneous. Yeah, I see it. And it does work.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, so little bells and whistles, and this is all stuff like it's not official yet. I just the one of the programmers for it was on Discord. And he's like, hey, would you like to test this? And I was like, sure, why not? So both Foundry version 10 is a test, and the Conan setting for it is a test. So if we break anything, that'll be why. But other than that, as a recap, you guys last time got into the Cursed City and found the Vault of Souls located underneath a temple to the Spider God. It was there were a couple of traps en route, one of which felled Berkey, but Rory's quick thinking managed to actually save his life because he is the only remaining member of Ragnar's retinue. And the longest serving as well.
Yep. Very useful. Him and his bow.
But you did manage to get to the vault where the orb that you needed was, the Orb of Souls. Unfortunately, it seemed to be protected by some sort of otherworldly entity. Some huge monstrosity of tentacles and eyes and teeth and fangs with an enormous bulk that savaged Clytius fairly hardy. Rolled over him with his bulk. But some quick thinking, you guys managed to key into the fact that maybe it was protecting the orb, and as you played football with the orb, in what I like to think is an homage to the 1980s Flash Gordon film, it gave chase to the orb as opposed to staying behind to smother Clytius under its bulk. You ran throughout the entire city with this thing chasing you, but managed to get back to the haunted bridge. And you found that this creature seemingly cannot leave the boundaries of the city.
Thank the gods.
Which is why we're still alive.
Yeah, dead inside, do not enter. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Rory managed to get Clytius bandaged a bit, and now your decision is whether you're going to stay here and rest until Clytius is fully healed, which will take a couple of days, or whether you're going to head out immediately. The big danger is you know that the Turin army is descending on this location and will be here in like maybe half a day at most. Ragnar did some talking with Berkey, since Berkey is sort of from the area. And Berkey's explanation was both the Turin and the Kozaki are very skilled horsemen. So there's going to be a large number of casualties when this band of bandits and this army clash. The Kozaki are well aware that if they are captured, they will be killed. The Turins know that if they fail to capture the Kozaki, they'll be killed. So both sides have like a nihilistic attitude towards this upcoming thing. Like either they win or they die. There's no surrender. There's no real other avenues. The Kozaki could try to run, but then they'd just be probably run to ground by, in a place that doesn't have any defenses. So Bala and her Kozaki are basically, they're digging in, they're going to fight. What you guys decide to do is up to you. And that is where we will pick things up.
All right. So just walk me through this whole thing so I can make an educated decision. We have the orb, yeah?
Aye.
Do we know where we're taking this thing?
When you grab the orb, the runic inscriptions on the horn that Ragnar has started to glow and indicated something very similar to a star map.
All right. So
vaguely.
can anyone read the horn and tell us where we're going?
I'm assuming a navigator could.
Might be able to.
Well, maybe we should start there. See if we're going north or south or east or west or back to the ocean or into a desert. Who knows at this stage?
Aye.
You can give me a difficulty 2 survival test there, Clytius.
Okay.
I mean, other people can help as well, so.
I'll help. I do have survival. And vice versa.
No,
Well,
can't make out.
Well, one from you and one from Caro. So,
Oh, does that do it?
yep, that's the advantage to helping, right? Is like as long as you get at least one success, everybody else's successes count.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys spend probably about an hour or so, kind of looking over this this star map and using the cloud glass that you have to try to pierce this blackness to see if you can actually see the stars, and it does help to some degree. And you can tell roughly that you are headed kind of northeast. Sorry, northwest.
That's the way we should head, or that's the way we're.
That's the way the star map on the horn indicates.
All right. Well, Turin's to the southeast, according to my map here.
God, I thought we ran out of north.
All I know, if we go westward, we're getting closer to the shore, which means we're closer to our ship. So, I mean, according to this map, we're a fucking long ways away from ocean.
At this point, it might be shorter to go all the way around.
No, I think it keeps going. Irregardless. So if we help these people, perhaps we could end up with some horses, which would allow us to travel a little bit faster, I would expect. But these horses are very well trained, is my understanding.
Deeper into Hyperborea? Oh, God. That's the worst.
Now, the other hand, we can just leave them to their own devices and just hoof it up there with a little sailing ship if it's still in one piece.
I don't think we crashed it.
No, it is still in one piece.
Right, so that's an option as well. The downside to not helping them is if they get wiped out and then the army decides to track us and try to track us down, and that'd be a problem, yeah. But then again, it might take them some time to take care of the defenses. We might be able to get a lead on them. So there's pros and cons to both.
I don't have a great love for Turans. I mean, they want to try to kill us or these people. We can kill them right back. Seems fine to me, anyway.
What do the rest of you guys think?
Aye, well, I look at it like this. I think we've got a great opportunity right here to make some lifelong allies, as Berkey said. And I think we need a lot of that going forward. So I'm kind of saying that perhaps staying is, I think, in our better interest. But it's up to the rest of you, I suppose.
Well, everyone gets a voice. Ragnar, what do you think?
Zach's having some mic issues.
Well, I'm leaning towards what Roy said. We don't have allies this far away from the sea. We don't know anyone here. Having anyone on our side is worth something. And if there's going to be a big fight, I'd rather be behind walls. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's where I'd rather be.
Aye. And as was stated, there's no guarantee, too, that if we just left, that we wouldn't get hunted down. Some tracker coming to get us.
Well, unless Ragnar has an objection, I think that's what we'll do. We'll see what we can do to help these people. They do have defenses that are set up specifically to go against cavalry. So,
Check.
Aye, Cap, it sounds hilarious to think that Ragnar would want to avoid a fight.
Testing.
there you are.
Yep.
Hey,
Welcome back, buddy.
good to be back. Yeah. Never killed a turn before. Might as well start today.
All right. Well, let's have a conversation with these wonderful people that are putting us up.
Yeah, you can find Abala and her various assorted hetmen. They're in the process of like sharpening spearheads and putting like a finer edge on their scimitars and cinching up the barding on their horses and all that sort of stuff.
Well, Bala, it's Bala, right?
Yes, Karo, right?
It is Captain Carl.
Yeah, I don't see an army or a boat, so Karo it is.
Well, all right.
I love this woman.
I like her already.
Now, I was covered off of my assistant in this particular fight, and here you are, just putting me down in front of my men. Terrible.
If you can't take some ribbing, then you're definitely not going to be able to fight with us.
What happens all the time? Don't worry. My compatriots and I, we understand you're in a bit of a predicament, and we believe that given all the peoples we've met out here in this side of the north, that you and your people are the ones that we'd like to be friends with. So we'd like to earn our keep, so to speak.
Can you ride a horse?
I can man a wall.
Can ride.
It'll do.
Well, this little group of mine, my little crew, we've dealt with rather extreme dangers before, fought in large-scale battles.
Animals of the forest.
We've told stories over the fire already. If we could be assistance, then we'd be happy to assist.
Well, if you're planning to stick around, then we can definitely use the assistance.
All right. Anything in particular you'd like us to do? Or?
Well, the turns will be mounted. They'll have cavalry. My scouts report that they've got at least one ballista with them, so they'll be using that to tear apart our walls, I imagine. I don't know. We're outnumbered. We're outmanned. The walls will only do so much. You and your men need to understand that if you fight with us, there won't be any surrender. They'll kill you. Probably carry your head back to into Tehran, see if there's a bounty outstanding for you or anything.
Don't believe there is in Tehran.
Huh, lucky you.
Not Tehran, sir. Nope.
Well,
Too far
probably
inland.
Probably after this, then, aye?
Well, only if word gets back.
Yeah, there has to be survivors for that to happen.
Well, I'm sure
Make
there'll
sure
be
no word
survivors.
gets.
Now, I don't. Can you give me maybe a description of your tactical plan here.
Well, we're bandits. We're not soldiers. We don't do much in the way of tactics. Usually we do hit and run. So we'll probably send some groups out to try to flank the army, hit them from the sides, bows at a distance, charge them with spears, scimitars.
Oh. Skirmishing tactics. Aye.
It's kind of what we excel at. The Turons will probably do a frontal assault on the encampment itself, knowing that if they can disrupt the encampment, then we have no place to fall back to.
How many bows do you have available to you?
Everybody here has one.
It's a fair bit.
So yeah, altogether, there's probably about 75 or 80 Kazaki in this encampment.
And how many people are coming?
Significantly more of the bad guys.
Her scouts are reporting that there's, let's see, probably like a full regiment of soldiers or something. Probably about 100, if not more. So, not quite 2-to-1 odds.
And how far away are they?
They're maybe half a day.
Are they camped or are they riding?
No, they're riding. Our scouts have told us that they're on the move already.
Okay. And they've got a siege weapon that they've got?
Our scouts are saying 1, maybe 2 ballistas. They couldn't get close enough to get a good look. So, nothing super dangerous. The problem with the ballista is the Turan technique with the ballista is to attach a rope or a chain to it, fire it through your walls, and then pull your walls apart.
Right.
A ballista is more than capable of penetrating, like a standard, like palisade.
Aye. Well, that's a bit dirty, but we'll deal with it.
They're ballista teams. They're probably pretty far back, eh?
They'd be, once the line starts advancing, they would be in the rear.
Aye, that sounds like a particularly good operational job for us, yes?
Well, I'd be a lot more useful trying to take out a ballista team on foot than I would be trying to ride a horse. Don't get me wrong, I know which end is the front, but that's about it.
It's the end that doesn't shit on you. It's not hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just to let you know, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Aye, well, if we attack the ballista and get control of them, we can just start firing ballista into the back end of their army.
Yeah, that works too.
That could be quite humorous, I'd think.
Especially if it's something very explosive onto one of those ballista bolts.
I never fired one before, but I imagine it's much like any other kind of crossbow or anything like that. Pointy end, other man sort of thing.
Exactly, I'd say. Really, if you're just shooting at a large group of people, it's probably not going to be too difficult. I mean, we had the ballista on the boat, so, I mean, same thing.
He's fired them before.
Hey, same thing, don't worry. Just it's on land. It just means you don't have to calculate for the roll and the swell of the waves.
So, what we could do is sneak out there now, get a mile or two down the road, find ourselves a place to dig in the snow, and let them ride past us, and pop up and take their ballistas in the rear, as it were.
Aye, perfectly feasible. And to that end, I'm going to need better access to that high-end alcohol that these folks have access to, so I can make some things that go bang.
And we'll need some scouts to assist us.
Aye. Folks that can say things like, don't step in that.
So Bella will she'll basically pick out like 3 or 4 of the Kazaki to serve you as scouts.
Mm.
How many people can Ragnar have in his retinue now?
4.
Okay. She'll
So
assign.
I have Berkey. I lost 3.
Yeah. So she'll assign like 3 of the Kozaki to basically go with you. So scouts or part of Ragnar's retinue once he has a chance to kind of spend some time with them.
Yeah, pretty much I'll just run them through like my battle plans. It's just like, you guys, I know you do things more like this, but we're gonna do it like this. To kind of get them up to speed with how I run things.
All right, then, Bala, here's the plan. We're going to head out, find ourselves a nice little spot to hide, then we're going to come in behind, and our focus is going to be on the ballistas.
Fine.
Once we
Sounds like
capture
we're-
those, we'll follow up behind you using their firepower against them. That sound all right? There might be a lot of fire and explosions that come from our direction. Don't worry about it. That would be us doing that on purpose.
All right. Good enough. Yeah. So she'll assign the 3 people. She'll be like, okay, go with them. Work as scouts. Follow their orders. Meet
Probably
back
some
up.
eye rolling when she says that.
There is some discussion back and forth in what seems like a kind of a pidgin of Turan and Hyrcanian languages. You know, you kind of get the gist of like, but they don't even know how to ride a horse. What kind of warriors can they possibly be?
Ragnar does.
So they spend a couple of hours kind of getting ready, limbering up, checking over their equipment. It'll be enough time for Rory to do, we'll say, 1 alchemy roll, but if you get enough momentum, then you can build multiple things.
Right.
And it would be enough time for Ragnar to get these people kind of used to his leadership style.
Sounds good. So I like this being able to add in the details for my explosions. It's nice. It's fairly simple.
Chris, while they're doing that, can I do technically, I don't think there's a rally in Conan, but can I try something along that line?
Sure.
I was wondering if I could maybe scout out and see if I could find a good place to set up our ambush.
Yes, absolutely, you can do that.
All right, I'm going to do a little Bard thing. I don't get to threaten anyone this time, but so I don't get my bonus d20s. I'll give you 1 doom, though.
All right, I'll take 1 doom.
I assume it's observation, Chris.
Observation or survival, your choice, really.
Okay.
So I 3 momentum.
I got 2 success on finding a place, and I got an extra momentum to spend if I need it.
All right. So the 2 successes, I'll let you basically. The 2 successes are enough to find a suitable ambush place. Like you kind of look and you're like trying to figure out like the best avenue for a large group of cavalry to approach from, because you know they're not going to want to go through like a forested area or a very rocky area, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Some kind of crevasse or like a little dugout sort of area, or maybe a small copse of trees or something.
One sec. Just looking what I have ready for maps. This map should probably do. Ah, yes, this map will do lovely. Alright, so yeah, so you find like a kind of a forested area where you can hide, where there's like a little river that they would have to kind of slow down to cross. Like it's frozen over, but they would still have to slow down to cross it.
Okay. And I guess for my bonus momentum, if there's any kind of favorable terrain feature that I could maybe alter, whether it's like, chopping down a tree in the way or something like that to kind of funnel them into where I want them to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can do that. We'll say it'll be enough that you guys won't have to make stealth rolls to ambush them.
Nice.
Sold. Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Sweet.
So Karo, you generated a bunch of momentum as well.
A little bit.
So yeah, so I mean the Kozaki they're very pragmatic. They're not a terribly superstitious people. But as you start kind of casting the runes, and they don't necessarily understand exactly what you're saying, but something about like the gravity of your tone of voice and everything, they kind of get the gist of it. That they're interpreting it as an auspicious thing for them.
Yeah, Caro's been in all kinds of fights, so he can easily show that this is not our first rodeo. And I do have talents to overcome language and society. So
Yep. For Ragnar, spending some time with them, it's enough for them to benefit from your is it Conqueror that makes them better?
Ragnar's Guide to How Not to Suck.
So yeah, and you do realize that these guys, for all their claims of being bandits, they are very skilled cavalry. On the ground, they're like, yeah, they're okay, but they're very good at kind of being one with the horse, using the weight of the horse to increase the ferocity of their scimitar attacks. They're very skilled at guiding the horse like with their knees, so they can fire a bow accurately from horseback at full gallop. There's no doubt in Ragnar's mind that you would not want to face a group of Turan or Kozaki on horseback. Both of them have an ability that if they are charging, they get to add cavalry 1 to any melee attack they make.
Oh.
And since their weapons already have cavalry.
Ouch.
Yeah. And they can fire a bow from horseback with no increase in difficulty.
Good thing none of us have illusions of being horsemen.
Yeah. All right, and so yeah, Rory, they will supply you with some of this fermented, God only knows what, this potent alcohol that they have. Some of them will hang around to kind of watch what you're doing too.
Oh, okay, sure. Put on a show for the folks. Huh? Alrighty, so I think I'm probably looking to do. I need area, so probably gonna go with. I'm gonna try the D4, the dire one. for the first level of the Hellish Brimstone. So yeah. Now
Lots of
Okay.
momentum.
Difficulty, I believe, is 4. It goes down to 3 because you do have a portable alchemist kit.
that is correct. And I'm going to use. Oh, I really need this to really work. So I'm going to spend a fortune and then 2 momentum to get a max roll. Let me see here. All right. Hello, little. There we go. So I'm looking at a D3, and I'm looking at 2 momentum and a fortune spend. We can get nicely, hopefully, well up. Lots of stuff, because I need lots of things that go boom. Alrighty. So let's go over here. Let's roll, and yes, I would still like to. That's good.
Alright, so you can build 1 plus 1 more for every momentum you would like to make.
All right. Actually,
And you could
This
reroll
is
that
it.
19 if you wanted.
I was thinking, yes. This is the time when I need to be greedy.
Is it?
Go for broke.
Oh, I saw it coming.
What? It's done that like 3 times in a row.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a little extra kick.
How does... I don't know how that works, but okay.
It works the same way that me rolling like 3 nat 1s on 3 attacks in D&D works.
Fair.
Or death saves.
Or death saves.
Oh well.
Alright, so...
So I probably should roll 2 to see what kind of ingredients I save, unless the complication takes them all.
no, you can roll to see if you save any of the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still successes, right?
Oh yeah, it's still...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, still the same. Yep, 3 momentum. Yep.
Yeah, it's just under the fire is the problem.
Yeah, a little bit. Have a look here and see what is that. All right, so blah, blah, blah. You may roll 1 CD. If you roll an effect, you have prevented the waste of much of the reagent. This only counts for 1 reagent. If multiples are used, the rest are consumed as normal. So I roll 1d6.
Yep.
Mm.
Hey,
Excellent, so you managed to save 1.
Yay! Put that in the store with the other 4 that I have for later.
Perfect. Alright,
And as far as the momentum spend, obviously I generated 3. I'll use those.
okay.
And if everyone doesn't mind, I'll take 2 more out of the pool and to make 5.
Go nuts.
Okay,
oh yeah.
that's what we'll do then. So, which one of these 5 is the ticking time bomb?
Clytius will come back from a scouting mission, be like, I found a great spot for us to set up the ambush. And then he looks around, he's like, why is the rum gone?
Where'd the booze go?
Well, technically you could still drink it, but I would advise it.
I put a little fire in your belly.
God damn it, Rory. Why? Why is it always the rum?
Yeah, it's not the rum, it's this other stuff. Like, I still got the rum in my pack, for God's sakes.
Why didn't you lead with that?
I
I need,
turned
I need a
rum.
drink, it's cold out there.
Right. It is. It's a counseling agent, right? So, yes, here, have a drink.
Excellent.
I mean, good lord. The rum, yes, the rum doesn't get used for naught but drinking unless we're desperate.
Or it's after 5 o'clock.
Somewhere, yes.
Right.
Alrighty, so yeah, so after a couple of hours, you guys have some potions made. You've got some folks trained in more Aesir warfare tactics. Clytius has gone out, scouted out a location that he thinks that the Turons are going to take. I think that's pretty much it.
Sounds like about as much preparation as we can manage.
Well, we might as well get ready then, shall we?
Yeah, it's a bit of a hike.
So how far away were you going to try to ambush them? Like a couple of miles?
Well, something like that, yeah. We don't want to be too close because we want them to have room to go past us, but we don't want to be too far away,
Gotcha.
Well, ideally, I would say it's probably when they decide to break that when their cavalry is going to start to move forward, and then the ballistas are going to set up.
In a perfect world, yeah.
I mean, we probably have a pretty good idea of the range of a ballista where we've had them before, so.
Yeah, the ballista's got a range of like probably 800-ish feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're not talking miles. We're talking...
Yeah, basically you're going to hit the ballistas as they're getting set up and as their cavalry is starting their approach.
If we can manage it, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Timing is everything.
And that'll keep their cavalry engaged so they don't wheel back on you.
Sure, yeah.
That's really the hope.
Bing, bing. And then that way, while they're unawares that their ballistas are now in our hands and we start firing up their behinds, it'll be quite a surprise, I suspect.
This could go so very wrong.
I suppose the range on a ballista largely depends on the size of the ballista.
Hmm.
Hit like a trebuchet. You have a trebuchet as big as a house. You can fling shit pretty far.
Yeah, farther than the one that's as big as a chair.
Exactly.
All right. So you guys get to the area and you can see there is the river. Like it's not a large river, but they'll definitely have to like slow down to cross it with their horses. And you can let them kind of continue on, and then you figure they'll probably start setting up the ballistas at the edge of the tree line.
Oh, new ping, too.
Yeah, they have ping is built into Foundry version 10.
Nice.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, now, Claudius, you just be a little bit careful, right? You're all beat up. We don't open up those wounds.
Ah, it's fine. The rum will keep them closed.
Now, trust me, as a fellow who's almost had both his legs cut off over the last year or so, it's easy to open those wounds up. I just want you to be a little more careful than you usually are, all right?
Look, unless they brought a giant friggin' tentacle monster with them, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You do.
After you've been mauled by the tentacle monster, I mean, regular infantry just looks kind of passé through.
I don't suppose you would take one of those scouts and have them team up with you, just to...
He'd just slow me down. Besides, that's really more Ragnar's thing.
All right.
Mhm.
And Roy, I'm sure we don't have to say this, but we're trying not to blow up the ballista, right?
Right. Aye, 'tis. Understand.
All right. So yes. So Claytis, you figured that X on the map.
Mm.
You figured that's where they'll be setting up the ballista.
Yeah, a bit of a clearing there. That's a good spot.
Yep. And I will let you guys place yourselves on the map where you would like to be.
And
We should
we
spread out a
survivors
little bit. Mm.
We
Hunker
are
down.
in the stealth, right?
Yes. Basically, anywhere in the treed area is the place that Clytius has built like little like duck blind sort of things and that sort of stuff.
Oh, this is great. I can now put all the quantities in and don't have to keep track of them on paper. Rawr. So I've got all 6 of my types of burning liquids inputted.
Perfect.
Yeah, it looks pretty spiffy. I like it.
Such burning, much liquid.
That's kind of a big deal, actually, because alchemy has always been a bit of a struggle to roll for.
Yeah, and now I
the
get to
games we're
see
playing.
the hits and misses without having to, it'll actually track it, which is cool.
Nice QOL.
Hmm.
Right. Ragnar, whereabouts would you like to be?
I was muted.
Ah,
Welcome back.
So, hey, Chris,
yep.
in our campaign, has it been a year?
I think it's been about a year, give or take, counting in like all the downtimes and sailing and travel time and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
it must be.
I'll make myself 19 instead of 18.
What, you're 19?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Right, I have an entourage with me. You guys are over here.
Yep.
And they're coming, you said, from where the X is?
The X is where Clytius figures they'll be setting up their ballista because that's kind of the edge of the tree line leading towards the Kazaki encampment.
Okay.
So think of the X as the X is their goal where they want to get to and set up.
So they'd be coming from the left.
Yes, they're coming from the left.
On your left!
We maybe want to do a pincer maneuver with me over, like, in here. What I'm of is setting up over, like, up in here, and when they get through, from both sides.
Okay. Alright. So everybody kind of like hunkers down and waits. And before terribly long, probably like an hour or so, you can start to hear in the distance the sounds of a large number of horses moving. There's like no attempt on the part of the army to be subtle or quiet or anything. And as they start to come in, and they do slow down across the bridge. Thankfully, Clytius scouted out a good enough spot that you guys don't have to make stealth checks. They're not going to see you until you spring your ambush. But there's a lot of them. They're not all cavalry. There are some foot soldiers, but the majority of them are cavalry. And they do have uh, two carts that they're pulling with the ballista on them. The ballista need to be taken down and set up, but they're definitely traveling with two ballista.
Man, being in the infantry unit of an army of cavalry really has to be the shit job.
It is, and you would guess that they're probably conscripts or prisoners working off a sentence, as opposed to like highly trained and disciplined troops.
Yeah, legit cannon fodder.
Yep. And you do notice that the one who you're gonna guess the one that's in charge. He's riding beside the guy, and one guy on his horse has the banner pole with the Turan flag on it, and then the guy riding beside him is wearing like full plate armor. He's got like a battle axe strapped to his saddle. He's got a saber strapped to his saddle. He's got like a spear, probably two spears actually. And you would guess from his positioning that that guy is probably the leader of the troops.
The leader of the pack.
Is it an ice axe?
It's a Turan style battle axe.
I don't have one of those yet. You gotta have goals, that's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. We know Clytius is all in now. Ooh, shiny new thing I don't have.
And yes, and basically as they kind of stop so that they can get into position for their initial charge, they fill up a large part of this overall map. Like there's literally guys within like if you breathe at the wrong time, you will breathe on them. But the captain here is like issuing orders, forming up his people, getting the footmen into position to kind of follow up. You would guess that their normal tactics are that the cavalry charges and then the footmen come behind to like just stab whoever got overrun by a horse and didn't die.
Fair.
It looks like he divides his troops into two ranks. So some of them with bows, some of them like with spears ready, and they basically just kind of line up. He starts getting the ballista set up over in the designated area.
Hunker down and wait for the right time.
One sec here. Getting my peoples. It's easier to find compendiums if I spell things properly.
Strange how that works.
I know, right?
Chris, I would like to spend a fortune to influence the story.
Okay.
That fortune spend is going to be that instead of them firing ballista then charging, they're going to charge and then prep to fire the ballista.
That's easy enough. Like, I mean, they do it at essentially the same time because the ballista will hit first because the arrow is faster than the horses. So it's easy enough to say, like, due to weather or whatever, the ballista fires a little bit later.
Yeah, the idea is that we'll be able to jump them before they get to fire it the first time.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So everybody lines up, and you can hear like a little bit in the distance, like the beating of drums. Like the Kazaki are aware, like the Turons are not being subtle. This is not a an ambush. This is like an all-out assault. So there's some beating of drums as the Kazaki start to like get their blood up, as it were. Horns sounding here and there, and then like a very long like uh, signal horn from the Turan soldiers as they start their charge, and it's impressive as hell to watch from this distance because they're almost in unison.
Claudius, that's your cue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess if that's the... we'll give them a minute to...
They're not going to hear the screams, so
Alright. Let's get this show on the road, I guess.
Yep. Basically, there's 2 ballistas and then 2 crews, and each crew is a squad.
Oh, okay. Cool. Pop over into the next zone. And is this the squad or the guy? There's like a leader in a squad. Is that?
It's a squad, so there's 4 minions and a toughened guy in each squad.
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun.
All right. Oof. Still a hit.
All right, that is definitely a hit.
I can reroll blanks. There we go. I'll spend one for blood on steel.
Okay. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Yep.
Dun, dun.
So yeah, you jump into the fray there. You like axe into the shoulder of one guy, yank it out, spin it around, decapitate another guy.
Nice.
Right, and I guess I'll leave one in the pool.
secondary attack, maybe.
My secondary attack would be with a dagger, and I wouldn't get any extra dice on it. So I'd rather leave something else to attack with.
Right there.
Oh, one sec.
Bark, bark.
Bark wolf.
All right. I guess charge into the next zone.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Goes with
Do the
Here.
do.
still attack, right? Or do I have to do something?
Nope. Basically they assist you.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I want to cut into that guy then. I don't like him. Just him. Neutral on everybody else, but he looked at me weird when I came at him.
Mm-hmm.
That was him crapping himself.
The things you
Yeah.
have to, make up just to do the things, I'm saying. Ooh, go Kozaks.
Yeah.
Right. So that is a total of 3 successes. That'll give you 2 momentum.
Mhm.
Do some damage then. Going to re-roll these blanks.
Oof.
Oof.
Nice.
Right.
First.
We'll
Uh,
wait to see if other things is.
yeah. That's gonna be 13 damage, I think. Nope. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 13 damage, or 17 damage if you spend.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay. Alright, so you and the Kazaki and Berkey like fall upon these guys and just like butcher most of the ballista crew.
This is raw Aesir power.
Alright, it leaves us with Rory and Karo.
Well, what do you think? Should we rig up this ballista, or should we claim the rest of this chaff out first?
Oh, well, perhaps cleaning up the chaff a little bit. Yeah. See, do a little something and then see how everyone else is doing, and then, maybe next time we'll take on the ballista.
All right. You like the one on fire, the ones on fire that don't run. All right.
All right, fair enough. You go first, Biden.
I'll move up here. Steely Glare, the group
Okay.
that Clydius is with.
Okay.
That'll do.
Okay.
So will that.
Nice.
Piercing 6, stun.
Ooh. Woof, woof.
And Carol just kind of strides out and gives him this look of, you're in the wrong spot. You might as well quit.
Yeah.
Just as confident as could be walking towards the ballista.
So one of the guys bolts and runs.
Yeah, it's fine.
One last.
It's done. They're all in melee range with each other. Oh, it's not area.
It's not area.
Yeah. Okay.
I only got one guy who was really, really scared.
I mean, that means he's more scared of you than he is of death. I mean, that's saying something.
I mean, it's probably a small trail of urine and feces following him, I suspect.
Yeah. So each of the squads now has basically the leader and a guy.
All right.
Yeah,
More
we're
dynamic,
first. We go first anyway. So
more dynamic duo than a squad.
Anyway, I'll come up here by Karen. Bing. And I'm going to lob some fire into the middle.
Yep.
Just like the one just past the thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Here. Yep.
Well, basically, just to remember, both Clytius and Ragnar are engaged in melee with the squads.
Oh, so it's all. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
yeah, so area is bad.
So personal ones is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw a little small personal fire in there from some of the older ones I've got. In that case, I can't wait to try this out. This was good. Let me see. So I'm just going to chuck in a regular plain old D0 burning alcohol. I've got like 5 of them. So yeah. All right. Now. And Patacommando. There we go. D1, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna roll as is. No need to spend momentum, I don't think.
Okay, that is a hit. 2 momentum.
Nice. Well, those two are overflow, but we'll see what we do. This one only does 3 base damage, so let's roll the damage. Momentum, talent, other. Cool. So there's no. I don't have any damage bonuses, right?
Nope. You could spend
Ooh.
momentum for damage if you wanted, but
Oh, again, do we have to decide that ahead?
no, you can actually do it after you roll.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of suck. I will take one of the two in the overflow, and I will then re-roll these two.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Much better. Much. And I'll put the remaining one overflow into damage as well. So
Okay.
these two.
Alright, so that'll be 4 damage. And then spreads for 2.
That's it. Spread 1 and incendiary 2.
He's on fire.
Yeah. Give us a little light here while we're dancing around in warmth.
He doesn't drop. He is on fire, but he doesn't drop.
Mm-hmm. That's
Right.
okay. Just want to make sure we can hit anything else.
End of the round. Alright.
So that was ambush for us, right?
That was, and then I spent Doom to interrupt initiative.
Perfect. That's exactly what we want you to do.
Oops. Hello.
So yeah, so some of the Terrans were maybe not as far away as you would have liked, and they do notice the hubbub and kind of wheel their horses around and come in for a charge.
Oh. I was kind of hoping my fortune did that, but you spent Doom, I assume?
I did. Doom for reinforcements and Doom to interrupt.
It's still a win.
Let's see, who are they going to charge? Is the question. They're going to charge Caro.
Oh, that's bad.
At least I'm here to right next to you to patch you up.
I like the parry.
Okay.
That doesn't cost Doom because I have a shield. Oh, that's good. Oh, only one success. That's not bad.
They get an extra die because of their cavalry charge.
My parry's terrible. I'll spend 3 momentum for fortune.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that down as a fortune, but so the roll comes out, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm very lucky.
So these guys just like wheel around and they come in with their lances. And you're like, oh shit! You get that shield up, and they kind of like part around you like just like a wave going around you. Like they don't even slow down as they pass.
Yeesh.
Some guy hits a tree branch by accident, just pure luck.
Yep. All right. Back around to you guys.
Holy Toledo. Question. Now we have all those horsies that are in a pack together. Would they be susceptible to area?
Yes, they're not engaged in melee with anybody.
Okay. In that case, if y'all don't mind, I'll start by hurling some hellish brimstone at them.
Please do.
yes, Roy. Do get rid of that problem.
I will try. So I'm gonna go with the D4, so the one of the new batch I just whipped up, and yeah, we're gonna launch that over their way. Mm-hmm. So let me see here. Attack. You got what? 5 doom?
5 momentum, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My doom, yes. 5 doom.
I wish we had 5 doom.
Well, yes. There's lots of things you can do with it. I will steal 3 of them with the intent of hopefully generating a buttload more. Crossing all the fingers.
Fire the hole.
Yeah, this time not get greedy with 19s.
Ooh, nicely done.
There we go. Nice momentum. So that's what, 2 overflow?
1.
Okay. So let's go to damage. Roll damage. I'm going to spend that 1 overflow, and I'm going to re-roll those 2 blanks.
Okay.
Well, better than not. So 4 physical damage. I'm going to put 2 of our current momentum into it for damage.
Okay.
At least get that up to 6.
The magic number is 7.
Okay, spend the 3 then.
Okay.
And area fearsome incendiary 4.
So yeah, so there's over there. There's an explosion. You guys can all feel the heat kind of wash over you, and there's like this screaming of men and horses as their flesh melts.
Oh, we're gonna have good supper tonight. We just have to be able to tell the humans apart from the horses.
All right? No.
All right, Captain. All right.
Leaves us with Clytius, Ragnar, and Caro.
I'm just Steely Glare. Super easy, so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A glaringly will go.
He just keeps walking up going, you guys are toast.
You see, just to happen to be your horses. I did that.
And why won't you let me attack? There we go. No, I don't think I'm going to reroll. I'm not going to risk it. I'll spend 1 to reroll the blanks. Seven, piercing, 6, stun 2.
It stuns the guy that's on fire.
That's not good for you. I'm good with that. That's fine.
Okay. These are the list: Clytius and Ragnar.
Okay, can I make a call shot on the leader guy in that group?
Takes 2 momentum.
Alright, I will do that. Then I'll take a swing.
Okay.
Put some back. Reroll the blank. I'll spend 1 for blow and steel.
So it's 13. So you swing your battle axe, and you shatter the armor on his left arm, but he's still standing. Basically, he sacrificed the armor to not take the wound.
Nothing I can do about that.
He does still take the vigor damage, though, which was, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minus his armor. So he's rocked back a bit.
Sure.
It's battle axe, so it's intense, right?
It's only intense if it causes a wound.
It didn't drop his vigor. Okay.
Yep.
This guy's tough.
4 points of armor. Well, not there anymore. Ragnar, you're up.
Oh, just muted or unmute? Can't tell. I think I unmuted.
You are unmuted.
Stuff.
You're good to go now.
I couldn't tell. My button's kind of weird. So I still have these fools in front of me, yeah?
Yeah, there's the leader and another guy.
Well, let's cut into them both.
Okay.
Really leader. I like the leader to
Okay.
die more.
Okay. It's 2 momentum to call shot the leader.
I'll just hit anything. Save the momentum.
Ooh, everybody hits. So that's 1 from you, 2, 3, 4. So that's 3 momentum, filling up the pool.
Alright. Let's roll some damage. Roll these 2. Oh well. Then we'll wait to see if I need to spend any on
9 is
stuff.
definitely enough to drop the 1 remaining soldier.
Cool.
All right. These guys facing off against Clytius.
Burning guy's stunned, right?
Oh, burning guy stunned. He can't assist. But that is a hit. He has reached 3.
I retreat too.
Yep. So that means it's difficulty 1. So he actually
All right,
generates
cool.
2 doom in the process.
Hmm?
What's he got for damage?
Oh, sweet fuck all.
Yeah.
He's gonna spend a doom to reroll some of that shit. Seven damage to your left arm.
Alright, I will take 4 vigor and not be harmed.
Boy, that was close.
That's him. The guys up here on Ragnar. And minion. Ooh, he actually fails. Alright, and the stun guy is going to take some burning damage. You can roll 2d6, Jeff.
Okie dokie. 2d6s.
Oh, it keeps burning.
Yep. Keep on burning.
Yeah. He is still on fire. He's like yelling and thrashing around, and he's not having a good day. You guys are up. Except I'm going to spend Doom. Because I don't want my guy to die with that unspent Doom. What's he going to do? He's going to attack Clytius, because Clytius is obviously a danger.
That's fair.
Hit doesn't generate any doom in the process, though. Oof. That is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 10 damage to the head.
Alright, I will take 6 vigor and still not be wounded.
Alright.
Really? Wow.
The 2 levels of the, I can't remember what it's called. Iron
Yeah.
to kill?
Yeah. He's a beast.
Iron skinned.
Iron skinned, yeah.
Yeah, he's beast.
2 levels means 7 is the magic number for a wound.
Yep.
God damn it. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Back around to you guys. So yeah, you guys.
It's very helpful.
Funny how it works.
So you guys, you see, like he winds up and he swings this 2-handed sword, and it connects with Clytius, and you're like, you see Clytius kind of like lurch a little bit, and then he kind of rights himself, maybe like cricks his neck a little bit, smiles at him.
Yeah.
I mean, on that, Claudius, you might as well go.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Have at it.
That guy hasn't burned to death, eh?
He is not burnt to death. He is burning to death slowly.
Well, we'll put him out of his misery, I guess.
Like, you can see, because alchemical fire is not normal. Like, his skin, like, there's, like, literally, like, little burning droplets of liquefied flesh hitting the snow.
Yeah. So, Clytius is going to do that fellow a kindness.
Okay.
I smile at my handiwork.
And you do have 2 extra momentum if you need them.
I think I'll spend them for a swing on the other guy.
Okay, so that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, I don't think... Probably don't need to spend any on... I will if it'll go... No, it'll blow through, won't it?
Yeah, it'll blow through.
Alright, so we'll spend 1 for Blood on Steel.
So that's 11 becomes 15.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's disgusting on our side, so it's good.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
So there's not a lot left of that melty guy, and your axe goes through him pretty easily and kind of catches the leader on the right arm, nearly severing the tendons. He's wounded, but because Intense only applies to the first guy you hit. Intense doesn't carry through. So
Right. So then I'll spend 1 to stab him with my offhand.
okay.
It's like that scene in RoboCop when like the guy comes out of the toxic waste thing and gets hit by the car.
Yeah.
Sploosh.
So difficulty goes up by 1.
Oof, that's all gravy.
Oh, and-
Spend another 1 for blood on steel.
And that's his left arm where he already sacrificed his armor too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That is enough to drop him.
And I'll just say, nothing personal, pal. Even though he might not understand it.
Well, I did tell them to run, but they never believed me. Right now, you want to clean that up?
Absolutely, Captain. Let's go ape shit.
Let's go pounce on the ballista.
I am going to spend a momentum for 2.
Okay.
Well, do.
Yeah. Oh.
Should be one more die. I think you put bonus under momentum instead of under extra d20.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Just roll another d20 then.
Yep.
So close to being better.
But that's 3 from you, 1 from Berkey, and 2 from the Kozaki. So that's a
That's a lot of momentum.
How much overflow do we have?
4.
4.
Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. We'll roll the damage first, then we can throw some momentum around.
Roll your blanks. Mhm.
Might as well throw a little grease on it.
If I can, I'll throw on the blood on steel.
Okay, that'll bring the damage up to 12.
And everything else into the damage.
So it'd be 12 becomes
14, right?
15.
Mhm.
All right. 15.
3 wounds on an unarmored foe.
So it's- yeah, even if he sacrifices his armor, he can still only stop 1 of the wounds because that is enough to drop his vigor to 0.
Dun, dun, dun.
Little curb stop to the north.
So yeah, so the Kozaki kind of come up behind him, kind of harry him from behind with their scimitars, kind of like drawing the scimitars like across his tendons and stuff. And as he's like kind of like wheeling around to deal with that, he just like two-handed and then implant that axe deep into his chest, and he just thuds onto the ground.
Thank you, Ragnar. Well done.
Always a pleasure.
Let's prep the ballista.
Yeah, Mr. Rory, I'd like something very loud and very explosive to be tied to this ballista bolt. Think we can manage that?
Yeah, I used the same one that I used on the cavalry. It seems messy enough.
Oh, messier the better.
Mm-hmm.
Barky, can you give us a hand here shooting this thing?
Like, I'm more of a bow guy. Basically, siege weapons use warfare to fire.
That is not my wheelhouse.
I got a warfare target number 9. But I am skilled in it.
Could I assist with athletics, Chris?
I'd say, yeah, you could assist to help aim it.
I have warfare. I don't have the expertise or focus, but I have an 11 in it.
Ragnar, what's your warfare? You have warfare.
A ton of warfare.
Well, get up here and take the helm, lad.
I will happily come up here and take the helm. I almost picked up artillerist, but I completely missed on that.
Some other time.
Some other time this will come up again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a warfare.
Well, there's a couple things we got to do. We do probably a craft roll to get the bomb on it,
Yep.
and then a warfare roll. So I can assist with one of those. Which one do you guys want me to assist with?
Well, what's your warfare, Ragnar?
My warfare.
Because if his numbers are high enough, you might not need to help.
Technically, my warfare is 9, but I have 2 and 2. These 2 focus in it.
Excuse me.
So it's still 9, though.
9, but
9
It's
and 2
there.
focus.
Mm-hmm.
What's your craft, Roy?
It's 12, and I have 1 and 1 in it.
Anybody else have craft?
Not I.
Damn it! I need to be in 2 spots at once.
Takazaki can actually help with craft or warfare.
Okay, so
Look at them go.
I will shoot with Ragnar's assistance, and then the Kazaki can help set the bomb. And the only reason I'm going to shoot is because I'm very, very lucky.
All right. So I'll stick the first bomb onto the ballista.
Okay. So it's going to be a difficulty 3 craft roll. Basically, it's a matter of sticking the bomb and making sure it doesn't come loose and it doesn't throw off the balance of the bolt and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Yo, my peeps. Dang. So that's what, 4 successes to start?
Their successes only count if you succeed.
Gotcha.
1 success.
Well, then that will then determine that I'll use a couple of momentum here, and then hopefully generate a buttload of momentum. Okay. All right. So 2 momentums. Or the skill. I got my success. And of course a 20, because, well, why not?
Okay.
Can I spend a momentum to re-roll?
No. Damage
Okay.
dice, yes, d20s now.
Alright, fair.
Alright, so you get it all affixed to the bolt. The Kazaki are helping. They're very, very good at securing things to fast moving things.
Mm-hmm. I will trust them to know better than I would on this one. This is clearly their wheelhouse.
All right. Well, we played with ballistas before.
Fire in the hole!
Difficulty for the shot, Chris?
Difficulty for this shot at this range is 2.
Okay. I'll spend 3 momentum for fortune.
Okay.
Because I'm very, very lucky.
I assist you.
And Ragnar can as well.
how do I?
So athletics and just click the assist.
Okie-dokie. My athletics. There it is. I'm good at these.
So momentum pool should be 1, Chris.
Okay.
I think we gained a bunch, but
And then you gained 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so as you guys, you kind of like, kind of putting your muscles into like the ballista's a little bit hard to kind of turn in its little like turrety thing because of the cold. So that's why I'm allowing athletics to help aim. So you like Ragnar and Clytie going to put their backs into it, kind of like line up the shot, and you fire it off, and there is an explosion down the end. But you also notice that apparently when they were attaching the explosive or the liquid, there's like just like a little hole. So it's kind of like Wile E. Coyote with like the gunpowder line.
oh god,
And I'm gonna need everybody to give me a difficulty 1 athletics check. Sorry, acrobatics.
Had to say acrobatics.
Hmm.
Claudius.
My difficulty is reduced by 1.
Is that for avoiding hazards or just terrain?
I think.
For message runner, it's to overcome obstacles, hindrances, hazards, and other forms of difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
But
I've still got agile, so I can reroll 1.
you can reroll 1.
What's even worse?
Welcome to my world.
Let's see. Berkey will roll.
The good news is we have 2 ballistas.
Oh, only one of the Kozak get out of the way. So I think Clytius and 2 of the Kozaks are the ones that failed. So that's 4 damage.
Does it soak? Or no?
Yeah, it soaks.
Okay. Where is it at?
Location 15.
15's the right leg. I'll soak 3 and take 1.
Okay. And the Kazaki kind of throw themselves to the sides. 2 of them catch a little bit on fire, but it's not incendiary or anything. It's not ongoing.
It's like, oh, it's the first time you've been blown up, lads.
They look over at you and they like nod emphatically. Like this is not an everyday occurrence for them.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Aye, well. Sorry, lads. I suspect that was my fault.
And the ballista has taken some damage, not enough to cause it to take a fault, but it's taken some structure damage.
Alright.
Well, we have 2. Rory, keep loading them up.
Aye, tis, Captain.
And as you look away, there is a pitched fight going on. There are like dead horses. There's like people impaled. Like the Kozak camp had those kind of like spiked walls. And there are people and horses like impaled on those where like they tried and failed to jump over the walls or things of that nature. It is a bloody mess over at the encampment, and you cannot tell currently who is winning.
As long as we can tell where to put a ballista.
Yeah. Well, conveniently, the Turons do tend to have like a standard bearer.
Ah. So aim for it.
Aim for the diva.
Yup. Alrighty, well, I'll do another crafting roll then to try to get this attached.
Okay.
We will go.
Nice to be artillery for a change.
Sorry.
Safe behind the lines.
It seems weird. I'll throw a momentum in there just to make sure.
There you go.
That'll do.
Yep. And generate momentum back. Yep.
Kazaki help.
So this one's on nice.
I do like that color code.
So yeah, so Rory and the Kazaki kind of get the next one ready to go.
Generate what? 3 momentum?
Generate 3 in the process.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen.
I don't know.
I will spend a fortune. I'll spend 3 momentum for a fortune because I'm really lucky. Great talent. Difficulty's 2 though, right?
Difficulty is 2.
And then I think Rory or Ragnar and Claudius are helping.
Yep. Oh. Nope, doesn't quite do it.
Everybody can reroll.
Oh, okay. No. Still no good. Sorry.
I'm gonna reroll.
So 3 momentum. Another one down the range, and you notice 2 things. 2 things that are kind of important. One, it appears as though the Turans have been routed. Between the like this fight is taking place over, like, it's not 30-second rounds or whatever. So yeah, the Turans have charged in, they suffered some losses, and then they're being attacked by sorcery from behind. So they are pulling off the attack. You would guess it's probably to regroup as opposed to withdraw. But their avenue of retreat is directly through where you guys are.
How many are left?
It looks like there's probably only maybe half of them left.
So 50.
Yep.
And the Cossacks, are they coming after them?
Well, they need to go and mount horses and stuff. You would guess that they are probably not going to give chase and have a fight on the open plain when the defenses are really the only thing that saved them from being completely overrun.
Sounds like it's time to go, gentlemen.
Yeah, it does look like the wind has turned.
Well, let's call this a win, assuming we can get the hell out of here before they find us, yeah?
You guys are far enough away that you can basically disappear into the tree line and kind of like leave them a path, as it were.
I'm okay with that if everybody else is.
Yeah.
So as the surviving Turons kind of wheel their horses around, and they do lose a couple more as the Kozak fire off volleys of arrows to kind of catch the stragglers at the back. But they do beat a retreat, and they do go through the area where you guys were, and they probably to pick up their guys, realize that they're dead. You do see as you guys are kind of retreating, one of them basically drops some potions very similar to Rory's on each of the ballistas. basically burning them out so that the Kozak can't get them. But indicating that they do have some modicum of a sorcerer with them, or at least access to alchemical weapons. Probably not in great supply, otherwise they would have used them during the engagement, and you didn't see any sign of that. But
Clytus, you all right?
Doing all right, Cap.
I mean, you took that big sword to the head there. Yeah.
It wasn't as big as he thought it was.
Well, all right. Rory, can you just make sure he's all right in one piece? His brain's still working.
I
Clytius is strangely fine.
the easiest way to do this is, and I reach in my pack and I pull out some rum. Claudius, do you want some rum?
There's me medicine.
Aye. Well, you see,
Yeah.
if he said no, if he said no, I realized his brain was rattled. So we have some rum.
Excellent. Right is right in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good enough for you, Roy. It's good enough for me.
Aye. He's a tough old bastard.
Well, everyone's old next to you. I mean, you're just a little baby.
Aye, well, 'tis little baby that knows a few things, I'd like to think. My education as a younger man seems to have worked out well.
Well, yes and no, depending on who you ask, right?
Aye, well, true, 'tis. I'm sure those horsemen weren't too impressed.
Yeah, regardless, we'll call this a win. Wouldn't you say so, Bala?
Well, we drove them off. That buys us time to at least get some distance between us and them.
Which way you head?
We're heading. I think we're going to head towards the Vilyat. I got some family along the coast there. We can hole up there.
Well, I'm not terribly familiar with this particular place yet. Which direction would that be?
Vilyat's to the east.
Do you know how far it is? Is it reasonably close? Or
Couple of weeks ride.
I believe we're going northwest.
Nothing there but ice and snow.
Seems to be a lot in life lately. But we do need a place to settle down for a day or two to put my man back together.
Well, I mean, the best you'll find as you travel that way is nomadic villages here and there. Nothing major.
It doesn't have to be too special. I don't suppose you know of a place relatively close.
No, every place I know moves. Any place you find that's a permanent settlement's going to be Hyborians. Or Hyperboreans.
And they're assholes.
They're slavers.
If you want, we could probably stop in my homeland.
Aren't you a Chimerian?
Aye.
That's an awful long way away from where we're sitting at the moment.
Not fair. But at least there would be some semblance of civilization that everyone can get healed.
If you're looking for like actual civilization, she kind of thinks for a minute. She's like, Yazud is to the south. It's probably about 2 weeks. You're probably a week away from Berthunia. They're decent enough folks. Really depends what kind of a time schedule you think you're on.
Mm,
Bala, could you just give me a second so I could talk to my companions here?
Sure, yeah, we're gonna start getting ready to go.
All right. Gentlemen, we're being hunted by a sorcerer that sends things from the other dark to slay us in our sleep. I think we're on a time schedule, yeah?
I
But we also have to look at what we're currently dealing with. I mean, Claudius still needs to heal proper.
there's only so much I can do in that regard.
My retinue is tapped. I've literally Berkey here. No offense on you, Berkey, but I don't think that just you and I in a charge can do it.
We'll do our best, but
Definitely do our best, but it's better when we have even more people.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We have to choose between taking 2, 3, 4 weeks to reach civilization, to perhaps hire men, get Claudius back on his feet, and then head back to the northwest to take this orb. Alternatively, we can take the orb directly here from where we're standing, understanding that Claudius is very well wounded, but given that sorcerer, whoever's tracking us, less time to engage. Pros and cons to both.
Well, if everyone's in the same thought pattern, I think we need to get to where we've got to go sooner rather than later, and I think the 2 week delay would just be, I think, not good at all. It's also possible, too, we may run across a nomadic camp with a healer. Who knows?
Well, I am known to be lucky.
You are.
Well, on this one, I think we'll take a vote as opposed to be making a decision. I vote that we take the orb directly to its place where we need to deal with this problem. And hopefully we'll find a place for Claudius to heal up along the way and perhaps find some men.
Aye.
That's my vote.
Oh, I'd agree with you, Captain. That's my attitude as well. It just feels weird voting.
We always have a say on my ship, even when we're walking on our own 2 feet.
Well, that's true. All true.
Claudius, Ragnar, what do you think? Bucky, you have a vote as well.
Well, if we're heading north again, we can probably take our little sled there. We won't quite be walking.
Oh, yeah. Total sled.
I agree with Claudius here.
it's better than walking.
Rest our legs.
I love Berkey. He's so pragmatic.
All right, so we have a fancy orb that makes a horn turn into a star map, and it says we should go northwest. So I suppose that's the way we're going to go.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, we know that the Troubles are all back that way anyways, and that we had to leave the Troubles in order to get the Soul Stone here, and yeah, so we have to go back.
And there's been troubles every kilometer of the way that we've traveled here. At least we're heading back towards the sea. That's all I can say. More
Right.
or less.
Aye.
Well, if somebody is tracking us, perhaps the best thing to do is to keep switching direction.
Yeah, you guys are actually closer to the Viliat Sea than you are to the Western Sea.
But that's not where my galleon is.
We could find a new boat pretty quick, I'm sure.
Rendezvous.
All right, gentlemen, let's go save the world, then we can get the hell home, all right?
I
Like to get home, sure.
Right, so once you guys have made your decision, Bella and her folks, like they break camp pretty quickly. They just take what's essential. She's like, okay, so are you coming with us towards the ville yet? Or did you determine a direction you're headed?
I believe we're heading west.
Well, good luck.
Good luck to you. And as the captain of this particular crew, I want to thank you for the hospitality you've shown us. I hope we repaid that hospitality by assisting you in this conflict.
Certainly. I mean, it's far from over. Turan won't rest until everything is brought under its heel, but it's bought us some time. Like I said, we have allies along the coast. If you ever find yourself on the coast of the Viliat, especially in some of the more northerly villages, put the word out. I've got people there.
We will. And if you end up on the Eastern Sea by some chance, you just, well, ask for Ragnar. Word will get to me.
All right.
They're Sigurd's son. A lot of Ragnar's.
Good to know. Do you need horses for your journey? We do have some extras.
If there's horses available, we'll take them for sure. Bows,
I don't know.
arrows.
I don't know if they'll keep up with the sled, Captain.
Claudius, the last time we used that sled, you dropped us off a 20-foot cliff.
And you're still alive.
just growing pains.
We would take food and provisions. It would not be fair for us to take these horses from you. You need them more than we do, I suppose. Besides, Claudius is scared of horses. He's not sure which end the shit comes out, as you said.
Oh, that's okay. They're well trained. They won't bite him or shit on him. But
At least they don't spit like camels.
camels are just unruly beasts.
Yep.
Yeah, we can outfit you with some provisions. That's not a problem. She kind of motions to like one of the Kozak. Says something. You get the gist of she's telling them to give you guys what you need. So, like blankets, tents, provisions, all that sort of stuff.
Right. I will make the sled ready to sail.
Bala, just one more thing before we part ways.
Sure.
If you happen to be telling the story about the Captain Caro and the crew of the Kraken, can you tell that in a positive light?
Why wouldn't I? I mean, strangers out of the snows came to our rescue against the forces of Turan tyranny.
Well, I mean, the Taurans would probably say that in a different way, and there are many people along the Eastern Sea that might see things differently. But it'd be good to have a positive reputation for a change.
Hey, I killed a Turan.
Well, I can tell. If I speak to any Turans, it will be a very, very short conversation. And I don't think they'll be repeating it. But I'll definitely let my fellow hetmen know as I see them.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. And Godspeed on your journey.
Good luck with yours.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be full of shenanigans. It's always shenanigans.
And yes, the Kozaki will basically they'll break camp and definitely headed off towards the Viliat. And you guys have your vessel ready.
All right, Gladius.
Yes!
Let's set sail.
Ready to roll!
We're following a star map on a fucking horn. Why not?
And Clytius can give me a sailing roll. Difficulty is 2. Goes down to 1 because you're a sailor.
Awesome. I'll spend a momentum just to give us a smooth send-off.
I will assist.
Oh, it's so smooth. Like butter.
Very much.
So you guys set sail, fully loaded down with provisions, kind of following the course plotted out by Caro and Clytius using the star map. And as you start to travel in this direction, it does. The map, as you look at it, it glows a little bit brighter, and then as you pass certain checkpoints, like kind of stars wink out as you go. So it's indicating basically that you're going in the right direction. And as you guys set off, we will take our bio break.
Excellent.
Right.
Perfect. So we'll be back in like 5-ish minutes.
See you in a bit.
All right, so you guys set out following this mystical star map towards the final location, you hope, of Logri the Binder, and hopefully stop him before he fully awakens and completes his merging with his god.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
This Logri, the binder fella, is really, I mean, it's really been a right pain in the ass.
He's really the worst.
God, I hope this is the kind of thing where effects don't count.
All right, so you guys are traveling along, making good speed. Who's keeping watch as you travel?
I mean, Clytius is just driving.
Imagine like probably Berkey as well. He has good eyes, I imagine.
Oh, probably the rest of us that are not busy driving the boat. I call it a boat. Skiff, whatever the fuck it is.
Like
Carol's helping pilot, so.
it's the slip.
All right, so one of you can give me an observation test, and Berkey and somebody else can help.
Alright. Well, I have a 9 in the focus, like expertise focus. And for 1, how you doing, Ragnar?
On observation, I've got 10.
Oh, sweet. That's a bigger number than mine.
Oh,
I'll
Tappy,
do.
I miss you.
Yes, no
Shall,
kidding. Eh?
shall I do that and you guys assist me?
Yeah, I will assist you in your observations.
The D1, Chris?
Yes.
Bing. Bing. Eh. Clearly, I was looking the other way. You were looking the right way.
Right. So as you're traveling, Ragnar, you guys are kind of keeping watching, like looking, and don't see anything around really.
Freaking ice worm thing. Maybe it's that one that the captain's supposed to kill.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't agree to that.
Ah, you did. You did, laddie. I was
I mean,
there.
it sounded like a good idea at the time.
But it sounds like there might be riches involved.
You do see something large moving under the ice.
Oh, Jesus. Stay away from that.
Maybe we can go after the ice worm after this. You know, little vacation.
Maybe this is the ice worm. Ah?
Something big.
All right, and Clytius, I am going to need you to give me an opposed sailing check.
Okay.
I will continue to assist.
Sounds
If I
like
can.
it's serious.
I will spend 2 momentum on this.
It's a fortune.
Oh, sure. I'll re-roll that. Should have been 1 dice. But I'm helping, so I can re-roll.
Oof.
There we go. Got 1.
One from you, so that's a total of 5 moments. By 3, so you generate 2. Keeping your eyes open there, thanks to Ragnar actually spotting this thing, and you can see the ice start to crack around where your vessel is, and you manage to kind of jerk it to the side just in time, so your vessel is not completely destroyed. As this large reptilian thing smashes through the ice.
Worm sign.
And
I need everybody to give me a difficulty 2 discipline test.
Hmm.
I'm going to a fortune on this one. I think I will. Number pad work for me?
Oh, you gotta do your character. I actually just rolled for the party token.
So D2.
Yep.
I'll re-roll the 20.
All right. All right. I don't think anybody failed.
I think we're good.
All right. So nobody is afeared.
Oh, yes, we are.
But we'll spend a doom to interrupt initiative.
Maybe the worm got wind of the fact that Captain has to try to kill him.
I don't remember agreeing to that. I think we are covered in runes to prevent it, though.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Doesn't look good.
Oh, ignore that one. Meant to roll damage. Oof. 8. All right. So this worm goes up and Clytius, you jerk hard and you avoid like it swallowing your ship whole, but then it reaches out with this massive jaw and bites your ship, which takes 18 points of structure.
Ooh. How much structure does it have?
Well, now we're gonna
I
find
currently have no idea. It does seem immediately relevant. What'd you say, 18 points?
It takes 18 structure, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
basically
that
what,
drops
like,
a galleon.
it's like what? We got like a canoe with like skids and a sail on it.
Pretty much.
We have duct tape.
No. Give me time, maybe I can invent it.
Does anybody have animal handling? Maybe we're riding the ice worm to parts unknown.
I do have animal handling.
All right.
You're fishy. What?
It does have a soak of 3. So it's only 15, but that is enough to reduce its structure to 0.
Splinters?
So it's going to take 2 breaks.
How many breaks is it allowed?
After when it takes the 5th one, it is
Okay.
totaled.
Okay, so messed up, but not truly screwed.
Correct.
Gotcha.
But it does raise the difficulty on any sailing tests by 2.
Dope.
Oh,
But that is its turn.
But there might be the possibility of a crafty pit stop here, but not now. Hmm.
Time to go, gentlemen. Yes.
Oh wait,
Oh.
attacks on ships gain intense and vicious one.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez. Okay.
Oh,
So that's going to be
Oh, so many effects.
it's going to be a third break on it because it already reduced destruction to 0. So more damage isn't going to matter at that point.
ugh. Poor thing.
Are we running or fighting?
Running. I'm thinking running.
Mm.
It is up to you guys.
Okay, so
We should make the attempt to run?
here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Caro tries to stun it, see if it can be stunned.
Okay.
And then Claudius, if you have a fortune, you could spend it to not take the penalties. Can we just try to get out of here? Otherwise, we just try to kill it. But it, it looks really big.
Whatever you think, Captain.
I'm going to lead off with heed my words,
Okay.
and we'll see if that does anything. If that doesn't, we're in trouble. So
Put the words in him.
On the plus side, no one's probably ever tried to intimidate this thing.
I think they
not
still
good.
haven't.
Can re-roll one.
sit, boo boo, sit.
So it'll give you 2 momentum.
Okay, did you get that in the pool?
Yep. So you have 1 extra.
Okay, we'll roll damage first. We don't even know if damage will affect it.
Yeah, won't know till you try.
Does damage affect it, Chris?
It reels back for a second. It does not seem stunned.
It's like, what the hell is this thing?
So-
And this
so
thing has
it's-
the nerve to yell at me?
It's immune to fear, basically.
Yep.
Okay, so we gotta go. Because if I can't stun it, nobody else can. I don't think. I will spend. We have 1 extra.
Yep.
I will spend the 1 extra for a second action, which is different than my first, and that will be an assist to Claudius on his sailing test.
Okay.
Can I lob some fire at it before we try to head out?
Sure.
I mean, Maisel. I won't be doing anything else.
And you can do it from the safety of the boat.
Yeah, I guess as safe as that is.
Half a boat.
So it's a one singular creature, so then area would end up catching us, right? Or is it just so big that it won't matter?
No, area would catch you as well.
Okay, so
They're on
In that
your
case-
float.
guess we're gonna go for just a top end 2, and we'll try that one. Singular, one singular sensation. Okay. Question: what does it do for called shot?
Called shot, you could hit a specific location or a specific person in a mob sort of thing.
Right. So I would like to throw it down its throat, which is probably right, here, trying to bite the ship.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, down the gullet. What does that cost?
2 momentum.
Okay, we will do that.
I mean, you could use that for piercing too, right? Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's basically how I'm going to treat it, as it would be like penetration 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that, and all right. So we're gonna use. Let's see. Just remember, I have to go to my actual belongings now. Ooh, nice. Alrighty. So no area. Gotcha. So I guess we'll do the burning alcohol D1, base damage 4. I am. I feel like maybe just maybe spending a talent, a fortune on this thing, because that would be a good idea. All right, so we're gonna spend a fortune because fortune, and I'm going to, I think, steal one more momentum with the idea of perhaps generating more, and we'll just see what we get.
Ooh.
So yeah, so as this thing like rears back, maybe to take another bite out of the boat, you like lob the potion right into its mouth.
Heartburn. Maybe it'll figure that maybe we're not edible. All right, let's
Spicy.
go. Yeah, go to damage. All right. So I will at this point. How much overflow do we have?
1.
One. I will spend that one to reroll my blanks.
Okay.
Ah, nice. Get
So
an
it's
effect.
4.
And why don't we? So that'd be what? 4 damage. So why don't we? Why don't we? So let's do. I figure why don't we do? We'll put 3 of the 6 into damage.
Okay, so that'd be 7 damage total.
Yep. And this one's got incendiary 3 and spread 1.
Okay.
Its tonsils are on fire. Ooh, the little epiglottis thing that sticks down. Yeah, there you go.
Right. So you lob it and it explodes. And it kind of rears back and lets out this ungodly roar. It seems like it is perhaps ever so slightly wounded.
Nice. Run away.
Oh, okay.
Running is good.
All right.
Well, I mean, Ragnar, we're in melee, right?
You are in melee with it, yes.
So Ragnar might as well attack before we run, right?
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of like, the mailbox swinging out of the car window. Just
Yeah,
yeah,
just leaning it just enough.
just a swing with my axe.
Okay.
Right. I'll spend one for 2.
Oh, Berkey got 1. So it's a hit, gives you a couple of momentum.
Cool. Some damage, shall we? I'm gonna reroll. I think. Oh well.
So that's 9, 10, 11, 12.
Might as well spend one for blood on steel.
Do it.
Yeah. Mazel.
Puts it up to 15. largely deflected by its scales.
15 is largely deflected.
Yes.
Oh,
Someone's got a butt ton of armor.
It's got an ability similar to a forest dragon in that all damage that hits its armor is halved.
Ugh.
That's what I use for the T-Rex.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a great ability to represent that like super tough dinosaur dragony hide. The
As I
benefit,
swing, I
yeah.
curse and guardian.
and because you rolled a complication,
Go.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did, didn't I?
Oh,
Ah!
fuck.
so yeah, the reverberations going through your arm as you hit this thing cause you to like lose your balance and fall out of the skiff.
Curse even louder in Asgardian.
Strangely, they're still 4-letter words.
Or at least more importantly, we understand the intent.
Alright, the leaves us with Caro and Clytius.
Oh, I did my keep my words thing.
Alright, but you did spend for a second.
That was to
To assist.
assist. Yeah,
With sailing, yeah.
Yeah, but now we got a man overboard.
kind of changes the entire thing, right?
Really does.
Go get him.
Yep, I guess that's what we're doing.
Circle around.
Can we? If we spend 2 for doing a called shot, can we bypass the armor or no?
I treat it like penetration, but I don't do the halving of damage. So you do your full damage, but it would be against its armor. Like its armor is decent. It's the halving damage that I'm allowing the call shot to ignore.
All right, sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'll spend the last one to get an extra. That's all good.
Oof.
And that's all good.
Okay. So
Oh,
Could re-roll the ones if you're feeling confident.
yeah. All right, let's do that. We'll see how that goes.
Feel it.
Panther does that in my game. There
Good.
you go. Yep.
Yeah.
right. 10 damage. 11, 12 damage because of the vicious.
Yep.
Blood and steel.
I don't know if 2 is enough for blood on steel, unless it makes a difference. Chris.
It'll do a little bit more vigor damage to it.
It all matters.
All right. Sure.
I just want to point out, when I fell out, I expected Berkey to jump out after me. I'm kidding.
Right. Perfect.
Well, he might shoot at it with his bow.
So that is enough to cause a wound.
Oh,
The axe bites.
We have really pissed it off.
I'm just pissed off when I got here.
True.
Its turn.
Oh, God Almighty, no.
Well, next round I'll spend a doom for it to go.
So oh boy.
It interrupts.
So the Americans just sent 2 warships to the Taiwan Strait. Oh boy.
Sure they did. Yep.
Oof.
That's the right call.
I think so, yes. Because at this point in time,
What's going on in Taiwan?
the Chinese are rattling the sabers about going invading it, especially after there's been some diplomat visits from American people like Nancy Pelosi and whatnot. And honestly, at this
Oh
point,
my god, that's a terrible. Oh, Lord.
Isn't it too hot for that kind of thing?
well, no, that's a mess. Oh dear.
I mean,
Oh god.
until Chris rerolls, it looks fine.
Well, the big thing is your ship doesn't have any structure left.
He got 7 successes.
Clytius could try a reaction to get out of the way.
What's that look like?
That is a sailing roll.
A sailing roll versus the number of successes they got?
Yep.
Yeah, my sailing's good, but I can't make 7 hits.
So that is going to be another hit. That is going to be... your ship does have a soak of 3, so that's actually only 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so
Maybe
5,
like
6,
you get
7,
like an impaled splinter or something that kills it.
Yeah. So that is going to be two more damage to your ship.
Oh.
2 more damage or 2 more
2 more breaks.
wounds? Okay, that's it then.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
I mean, on the upside, if we kill this thing, I imagine ice worm hide would probably make a pretty cool sled.
and I gain 4 momentum, and I'll spend 2 to withdraw, and it will disappear beneath the ice.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
Oh.
That's when I was in a good position.
Okay. Well, apparently, I killed the thing. My job is done. I will
No,
go
I
deal
don't
with.
think that's what happened.
Win.
I go deal with my hurt mouth now.
So the circle there represents the gigantic
ice
hole
hole?
in the ice.
Okay.
Right.
We got to get some higher ground, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
are we still in initiative?
You are actually.
Oh god.
Everybody grab a pack of supplies and make for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Throw one down. Throw one of the packs down to Ragnar. Grab one up for myself and get to shore.
All right. You do need to make a difficulty 1 becomes 0 because you're a message runner, so you're fine. You can roll if you like. Basically, the way it works is each momentum that you spend allows you to bring a thing of supplies along with you.
Oh, we can't bring any otherwise?
Correct. Right now, you guys are like,
Okay.
you know that thing's coming back.
Alright, well, we'll give it a try. Is it acrobatics or athletics?
It's acrobatics.
Alright, cool.
And difficulty is 0 because you're a message runner.
Awesome. I do have 1 reroll on that. There we go.
Perfect. All right. So every momentum you spend allows you to bring like a pack of supplies with you, basically.
I guess I'll grab 2 then.
Okay.
Leave 1 momentum in the pot for whoever goes next.
All right.
Okay.
Yesterday.
I will try to do the same.
I picked this island just because I thought like the vertices of zones would make it easier to get to.
I'll actually spend a fortune on this.
Okay.
And athletics, right?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Difficulty is only 1, right?
Difficulty is 1.
Made it.
All right. And because you succeeded, you could spend that 1 in the pool if you'd like to bring supplies with you.
All day.
Sure.
Okay.
So is the acrobatics test just for the ice or for navigating around the hole?
It's primarily for the ice.
Okay.
The hole is large enough that you can fairly easily avoid it. Like the zone is big enough that you can go around it easily. It's to avoid slipping on the ice.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. We're probably gonna die. All right. Well, I will attempt to do the same. Cross all fingers. Think I'll spend my last fortune to make sure this works.
That's how I do it.
Yep. Yeah, but you can generate fortune.
One is enough.
There we go. Didn't generate any momentum, mind you, but oh well. Nice. Good job, Bertie.
Berkey will generate 1.
Come on, right there. Higher ground.
All right. Acrobatics.
Yep. There is
I'm
1
just
momentum
gonna
there if you want.
I'm going to actually spend a fortune on this and save that momentum just in case.
Right, well, you can use it to bring a bag of shit with you.
Exactly.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Bonus
I'll
momentum.
just
You can bring
use
2 things.
of those to bring 2.
So many fortune being spent.
Me on the island.
Well, it's because it's a skill we're all pretty sucky in.
Perfect. All right. So yes, you guys managed to make it to this little rocky outcropping, and you can see this creature kind of patrolling around. Kind of the way that the way that you would see a big cat or a panther kind of stalking its prey, kind of that back and forth motion. Like there's no doubt in your mind that it knows where you are. It just can't get to you.
Ooh, boy.
Periodically, it does kind of like press up against and kind of crack the ice around the outcropping that you're on. Just as like, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, of course.
Taunting us.
Yeah. Might be a little smidge of intelligence there.
Can we ready attacks to strike back at it?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Rory, I have a thought.
Aye.
See, this thing keeps moving around a particular island, but there's a big fucking hole right there.
Aye.
I don't suppose that you can drop one of those really bad, dangerous things that you carry with you on my ship that I'm not particularly fond of when it swims by.
Aye. It's always possible.
On that note, It is smart enough to avoid the hole.
Yep. Well, that's how it got hurt before, right?
It is how it got hurt before. It is, in fact, as smart as Clytius.
Ooh.
I mean,
And almost as smart as Caro.
again,
Putting
I mean-
through a smoke. And,
all right,
well,
gentlemen, we need a
that's
plan.
fiction.
Aye.
What are you thinking?
Happened.
Well, it's gonna get pissed off and want to eat us sooner or later.
Well, I think it's pissed off now and wants to eat us now.
I think it knows the idea of starving us out.
We can't stand
Him
on
and
this
his
this
brother
particular
Rex are
hill
going to
forever,
jail.
right? We have to deal with it one way or
She
another.
said.
Aye.
So the question
But I
is, how we're going to do
understand
that?
I'd rather not have to fight it in the water.
Aye, that would suck.
And I'm pretty sure it's too big for us to fish it up.
Aye, hell, what would you even use for bait?
Everybody
Probably
wants to
No,
br-
Rory.
Probably Ragnar's. Oh, Berkey's too stringy.
I prefer the term lean, thank you.
No offense. Unless you want to be bait.
No.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Well, we have a conundrum.
And as you guys continue to think, it is like periodically it is testing the ice around you. You think maybe it might be seeing whether or not it can actually capsize the rock you're on. There's absolutely no danger of that, but it's testing it.
Well, we have to wait for it to see if it breaches the ice, really.
All right. So I have an idea. It's very risky,
So normal.
right?
This is normal.
So my idea
The bunker.
is that I'm going to take a big old run over that other island and see if it raises
No
its
way,
head
not
to try to gobble me
bacteria.
up. And if it does, you're going to shoot it, stab it,
Well,
blow it up,
all I can.
and hopefully I'm not going to
that
die.
man, Mr.
That's the
last
plan.
night,
Well, you are lucky.
Well, I am
Hey,
lucky.
this is
but-
probably one of the worst plans I've heard from you yet. I'm all for it. Let's go.
Why are you agreeing with me? Yeah, no, seriously. All right,
Yep.
all right. Here's the plan. Do you all get
I
ready?
tell
am
you,
fucking insane.
they
I'm
lives.
gonna jump
I don't
down
know what they're doing.
and I'm gonna
No,
try to
they've
get this
scared
thing to
some
try to
people
eat me.
pretty
And
bad.
before it eats me, very important part of this plan is that you kill it before it eats me, right? I just want to point out that if I get eaten, then Clytus is in
Really?
charge. Right?
That logic, shouldn't I be the one that goes out and tries to get eaten?
I don't like it. It's a bad plan.
What do you mean it's a bad plan? It's a great plan. I'm very tasty. And I'm very, very lucky.
But I don't. I think you run like shit, don't you?
Well, yes, I run like shit. I'm just a little man. very wealthy man.
I
Well, it
don't
would
know.
be if we were all
Where
back on
is
the
it?
coast.
How
But
many miles?
I mean, I can't ask any of you guys to do this thing. I'm the captain of this vessel. I need to, I suppose, be the bait in this case,
Oh.
right?
No, it's up to you.
Rory,
Ultimately,
you're not supposed to agree, Rory. You're supposed to say no, Ragnar, Claudius is better at this.
and I do believe I said that was questioning your running standard.
No, we need them guys to be able to take this thing out. All right.
Well, the
All
man
right.
in town
It'll
said
be
Red
fine.
Bull's danger.
The thing I'd be thinking about that, Captain, is that it seems to be vulnerable in the mouth area as we've been targeting it. So wouldn't it make more sense for either Clytius or Ragnar, or even both, to go try to bait it to break through, and that way they can stab the hell out of its palate?
Quick, which island are we booking it for?
Well, I was thinking that I make a run for that one to the northwest.
Alright.
I'll go if you want me to.
Claudius,
You and
you're already beat up.
Than just me.
Ragnar, I think it's better that I do it.
Well, I'm just saying that if both Clytius and Ragnar were to go, that's twice the chance of potentially having something stab its brain.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to be the stupid one. And when this thing shows up to eat me, you guys kill it, right? Because I can't kill it. I have no way to harm it.
Right, but Captain, the thing is that there's no guarantee then if you're out there that it pops up in a manner that allows us to attack it in a vulnerable spot. It might just turn its armor back to us, and then that's it.
Well, then hit it harder.
Well, that doesn't seem to work. I think there's been some really hard hits on that outside shell. But remember, this thing's not normal.
All right, then what do you suggest?
I do believe I suggested having Ragnar and Clytius go bait it into popping up and then trying to finish it off by stabbing it in the maw.
Alright. Is everybody else ready?
I mean, we could all go at once.
I mean, I don't think we should all go.
Yeah.
Definitely Rory, you and Berkey are better off trying to throw some stuff at it or shoot it, or I don't know.
Oh, well, if it comes up and it's got to stick its head out of the ice, and then we can do something, because the mouth is vulnerable.
All right. So we have a 50-50 chance. Maybe we take Ragnar to the northwest, we take Claudius to the
Actually, I don't
south.
even
Well, if we split up, then we're just dividing our resources.
Or you doing the Alpha Strike thing.
Well, I mean, if we stay together, it'll maybe jump up and try to bite one of us, but the other one can get a good swing.
Aye, that's how I see it. I mean, it'll come up, it'll breach, and then we can hopefully do something to it. Otherwise, I mean, yes, we're just going to die of cold and starvation on this island.
All right. That's how you want to do it. We'll do it that way.
All right, you ready, Ragnar?
Fucking
3, 2, 1, go!
Get.
Ding 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 ding.
So it'll take your major action to get over there because that's 2 zones.
Doesn't count. It doesn't count as one.
Nope. The ice is a zone, and then the island is a zone.
Well, we'll see if we get that far.
So that is a difficulty 1 athletics test or acrobatics test. Difficulty 0 for Clytius.
He makes it.
All right. So it's 2 momentum for Clytius.
Get some momentum back in the pool, hopefully.
Yup.
And yes, just as you guys get to that island, it does breach up and try to like snap at you, but you guys are outside of its reach as it does so.
Oh, okay.
Dark fired.
But that's its action, right? So then we go again.
Yep. And anybody who had readied actions can do whatever they were ready to do.
Mm.
I
Make
mean,
it
I
feel-
can shoot
make-
a bow.
Make it feel real bad about itself, Garo.
Eric?
Attack its self-esteem.
That's not going to get through its. How is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope.
4 damage, pierce in theory.
Not enough to get through its armor.
Let me see here. Let me see.
So your arrows and Berkey's arrows just like bounce off this armored hide.
Can I
Okay.
spend the momentum that we have to
Exactly.
Yep.
So, all right. So that means I have to use X, Y, and Z.
Nobody's in its area. Go ahead and use a big one.
I could use a big one, can't I? I will do that. I will use the top of the line, the Hellish Brimstone.
Biggest is better.
And you're doing
Yeah.
called shot to hit its mouth.
Oh, spend the 2 for it.
Okay.
And yeah, so this
The only way we're gonna kill the freaking thing.
probably, maybe we'll get lucky.
Oh,
There you go. Solid,
yeah.
solid hit right down the gullet.
Now this one's got a base damage of 6, area, fearsome, and incendiary 4. So blow up lots of its insides, hopefully. Cross all the fingers, roll the damage.
That's pretty decent damage.
Pretty solid.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Should I use the 2 momentum for extra damage, or should I save it in the pool for someone else to do the targeting?
Is that enough to cause a wound?
The damage it gets through, no, it's not.
Will 2 make it different?
Yes.
Better?
Yep.
Then go for that.
Okay, will do. Son, man, this going fair now.
Alrighty.
Probably a very loud whoomp noise comes from its mouth.
There's a woof noise and it like bellows in pain.
Excellent. I like bellowing in pain.
Next round, I will seize the initiative.
Ooh.
Because why wouldn't I?
She will.
And it will let out a bellowing roar towards Rory.
Oh. I see. So, it's challenging my resolve.
It is.
Excellent. I do seem to have a lot of discipline talents.
That's only going to get it one deal. But spend 2. This is going to be I'll spend 1 to reroll blanks. Still. So that is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 piercing, 10 mental damage.
Oof.
Shit.
I give him 2.
So let me guess, that goes through anything resembling soak?
It goes through 10 of your soak. So it's going to be 11 resolve damage.
Okay. Wow. Just hang on here for a second. I've got something that might work.
Is that on all of us or Rory specifically?
No.
It actually it targeted Rory, and then it has area, but thankfully the way you guys are spread out, he's the only one in that zone.
Oh. Can he benefit from Carol?
Yeah, I gave him 2.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It'd be 4 dice if we were close, but
Yeah, and I naturally have 4 myself, between 2 from courage and 2 from the talisman I wear that I designed for everybody.
Yep.
so that's 6. You still take what, 11?
Still take 11.
Oof.
Let me have a look here now. Let's see. What does this one do for me? Okay, that's rebounding. Okay, and then
You could give me a doom to roll discipline as a reaction to steel yourself against it. Because I only got 2 successes, which is what I needed because of range.
right. Is this supernatural?
Yes, it would be.
Except the only problem is I don't have any momentum.
You can give him Doom for momentum.
Depends on what it's for.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
CD morale, so, which it doesn't say anything about Doom.
Yeah.
So this says spend 1 momentum immediate repeatable to immediately gain 1 CD morale soak.
Yeah, immediate means you can give me doom.
Oh, alright. Yeah, but I'd have to give you a shit ton just to be able to do the morale soak, and it's still a dice roll. I would rather give you the Doom than to actually have a discipline roll.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it just, I think, makes more sense.
Yeah, especially because I just barely got you with it. So
I have a pretty okay discipline, so of course now I'll get a 20 or something because that's how that works. All right. Anyway, anyone can assist me, cheer me on?
Nope,
No.
I'm sorry.
All right, fair enough then.
I gave you 2 dice soak, so.
I know. Thank you.
Don't die.
so you got one. Nope, still affected.
Right, so I think courageous allows me to roll one of those dice.
You can. If it comes up a
Yep.
if it comes up a success, you're good to go.
Oh,
Oh,
Even worse.
uh,
Oh, well.
someone needs counseling.
Yeah. So it lets out this roar, like smoke is still trailing from its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It lets out this roar, and then it dives beneath the surface.
So basically that's 11 resolve and 2 traumas, basically, from it?
One trauma unless it drops your resolve to 0.
No. I actually have 1 left.
All right.
So 1 trauma. And as it dives down, like previously when it dove down, it just kind of like ducked under. This is more of like a deep dive. You guess that it's probably going to go and recover from the fiery wounds inflicted upon it.
Good. Fuck. Ow. Brain hurts. Brain hurts.
But yes, as it dives deep down into the chilly waters to recover, giving you guys a window with which to get out of the area, we will call it there.
Scuppy.
Alright.
Mm.
We lost our boat.
Or sloat.
Yep.
It's alright, we're alright. Have some rum, it'll be fine.
All right, but we'll pick it up there in a couple of weeks.
I never want to see ice again.
And everybody
I have bad news.
150 XP.
All right.
You kind of, I imagine, the camera kind of pans out as you guys like kind of look off in the distance towards the direction that you need to go. Look over at the ruined boat and start like picking up your packs and stuff.
What did we manage to save? Like 4 bags of supplies?
5 total.
5? All right. Well, that's not too bad, I guess.
That's probably pretty much what was in the boat, I would think.
Pretty much, you got most of it. You got the important stuff. You got like tents, sleeping furs, food.
Yeah. The good stuff. Personal shit, which is with us
Rum.
anyway. Rum. Well, I have rum. I always have rum.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see everybody in a couple of weeks.
I just wanted to make sure rum wasn't excluded from important supplies.
Oh, wait. That's always an important supply. Trust me. Worst case scenario, I could find something to ferment and I can make it.
There you go. That's how the Kozaki get by.
If we actually do get somewhere to spend some XP, we're gonna have a shit ton of XP, boys.
Well, like we did the last time. Because unfortunately, traveling in the uncharted, nasty lands means lots of time without a civilization center for which to do shit in.
Yep. Not a big fan, no sir.
On the plus side, none of your wounds opened up.
Yeah, I was saving my fortune, or trying to anyway, because I've still got impervious. So as long as I've got fortune, I can spend a fortune to soak a wound.
Nice.
Once you get to a certain point, you can make your characters very, very hard to kill. Not
I mean,
impossible, but
Not
hard.
impossible, very hard.
Characters are almost impossible to kill anyway.
They are fairly robust compared to NPCs.
Like if you're used to a D&D game, the Conan characters are vastly
Oh
strong.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you figure, I mean, each starting character is essentially like Conan, and then there's a group of 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, it's a different kind of game, right?
And the average NPC is a rice paper cutout.
Some of them, it comes down to how you spend Doom. Like, I spent a ton of Doom on that dragon attack.
You did.
Like, that was easily counting Doom I earned, Doom I spent. That was easily like 15 Doom on the attack.
And the raiders the riders that you brought back,
I found this.
that cost you what, 4 or 5?
That was 4, I think.
Yeah,
I know
it was around there. So
What did our ice boat ever do to you?
The first attack that the ice drake makes, if you had failed that initial sailing roll, it just immediately destroys the vessel.
Yeesh. Possibly has to take damage along with it, I would think.
Yep.
Ugh, nasty, nasty, nasty.
good time.
I think Well, one of the medicine skills that I've got coming up, I can probably take the talent, is basically will allow me to permanently heal.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
always fun.
That's definitely in the wheelhouse. So
And I do appreciate that it's complications that got you in this position, because if Ragnar hadn't rolled a complication on his melee attack, he wouldn't have fallen out of the boat, and
There was so many complications.
so
Like
many.
it steered the entire session,
So many complications.
yeah,
which is it's kind of a testament to the game, right? Like that this particular game allows people to roll dice, and then ST just sits back and goes, "Well, okay, you fell out the boat. You lit this thing on fire, or you."
yeah.
It's
The whole trailing fire thing from the leaky frickin' bomb.
I think we had the siege engine thing. I think we had that pretty much in hand.
Mm.
The siege went well in my opinion. It was the
Everything
worm
after
fight
that
was scary.
downhill.
Yeah.
Very good strategy, I thought.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, taking out their siege weapons so they couldn't pull apart the gates to just run over the Kozaki, like, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And something we can do. So
Yeah.
we can do this.
yeah, and
Sometimes
then,
you win, sometimes you lose.
yeah, and Clytius rolling really well on the observation, so you guys could just lay in wait too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dun.
Perfect. All right, I gotta go get supper started because I got another game in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
worries.
We'll
All
see you
right.
next one.